Hey, I'm Sith King.
And I'm Sonic Sons.
And we're the Rambling Reviewers.
And today we're looking at something that blows our minds so much we decided to stop watching it 1 minute and 49 seconds in to tell you about it.
Now, normally for progressive reviews like this, we save that for the real bottom of the barrel crap.
Right.
We did one for Equestria Girls, but that was... Yeah, let's just say thank God we decided not to put that on
But the one
internet.
you did here was The Last Airbender. And oh my gosh, yeah, we had to stop every couple of minutes to be like, this is so terrible. Let me just tell you how terrible it is.
Now, for the Equestria Girls review, we literally stopped 2 seconds in when I spotted a massive continuity error. Basically, the moon and the sun out at the same time, which actually turned out to be a plot point in the Season 4 opening. Not that I'm bitter or angry about Pony or anything.
I think this movie will help us express our anger, though, because all the characters so far in 1 minute and 49 seconds have been very good at it.
So, this movie is probably the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's called Kung Fury. The description on Netflix is... A Miami detective imbued with ninja superpowers travels back in time to kill Adolf Hitler and the Nazis in an arcade game-style war.
Yeah!
I knew I had to review this movie because... And the picture they used as a description had dinosaurs, what looked like a caveman woman with a Gatling gun, and Odin. In the 1 minute and 49 seconds, here's what's happened so far. The logo of the company that made it, Laser Unicorns, by the way, shows up. Then it flashes to say that it's 1985 in Miami.
And everything's on fire already.
Yeah. Okay, so a cop stops 3 thugs and says, "You got a permit for those guns?" They stick a skateboard under the car and say, "I got your permit right here." Flip the car through the air like the Incredible Hulk was having a bad day. And shoot it with like handguns until it explodes. Then we flash over to an arcade where 2 guys are playing an arcade game. They lose. They say, "Fuck this game." The screen flashes saying, "Fuck you." The arcade machine turns into a Decepticon, which flips them off and headshots them with laser guns, explodes out of the arcade, throws a car around, and then tries to kill some cops who are firing back at him. Suddenly, the robot stops working because it ran out of change and attacks a parking meter in order to get spare change, so it can continue shooting people while flipping them off. They call for backup, and then the guy's head explodes. The guy who called for backup.
There was also a flaming baby carriage for no reason.
Yeah. Now we're at the penthouse Japanese temple of our main protagonist, who looks like... Honestly, it looks like the Red Ranger from Power Rangers Jungle Fury.
Huh.
No, Power Rangers Wild Force. I swear to God, I'm not kidding. Right down to the headband.
Yeah.
And he's in a room with a beautiful woman who is feeling up his arm, and his words, the words of a Shakespearean poet brought to life. "Yeah, baby, that's my bicep. Hang on, I gotta take this call. Hello." And that's where we stopped because we knew we had to share this.
It's just so pure in its craziness. It's so self-aware.
It hasn't even looked at the screen once and said, "Yeah, we know this is silly." They're just going full stream ahead with their balls to the wall, utter insanity.
Yeah, you can't imagine how many random movies and stuff are being sent up all at once just for sharing these tropes of
or video games
hyper-vigilant or hyper-violence, but not like they're violent like, oh, we'll just make it kind of even more violent and just be sick to your stomach. Like, it's silly. It's carefree in a way.
Imagine if Terminator was a comedy.
Yeah, almost.
This is like Rule of Cool, the movie. Oh my God, oh my God.
So we're going to keep watching. I don't know when we'll stop, but we'll tell you what it is when we get there.
Oh my God, this is great.
See you around. 248, Hubble Space Telescope.
Okay, so it's clear that this movie is being done kind of in a parody of, like, found old 80s movies and just how utterly, insanely stupid they are. Okay, so the guy who answered the phone listened, hearing that there's a game machine killing people. He crushes the phone with his bare hands. The hot girl, who is not named yet, we don't even know his name, says,
I don't know anybody's name.
What are you gonna do? My
I
job.
was like, I've heard that line before, but this is so dense. Because he doesn't just say that. He bursts out a glass window, jumps off a building, shoots
Like a
down...
30-story tall building.
30-story building. Shoots downwards into his car, which somehow opens the door for some reason. Falls into it, does crazy stunts with the car. Meanwhile, the robot is holding up a puppy just so he can flip it off.
And it's activating its gun. If you watch, its gun was activating.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's going to flip off a puppy and kill it. So, he, of course, the nameless protagonist gets out of his car, climbs onto the roof, starts shooting the robot in mid-ramp jump. So it drops the puppy, slams the car into the robot, and as it's being slammed into the ground, he's shooting it in the face with his pistol.
No pretense of character development. Just action.
You know what this movie is?
What?
This is all of Michael Bay's head. This is a night in Michael Bay's head.
Except it doesn't suck.
That's because I think Michael Bay fails in the execution of his awesome.
Yeah.
But, like, this is, like, the pure this is what Transformers aspires to be.
Yeah. It's just, hey, it was ridiculous and we'll have fun with it and we don't need to bother with, like, stuff we don't care about, you know?
Yeah, I think, like, he tries to, yeah, of course there's a plot. It's, oh, screw it. I just want to write Devastator ripping the top off of the Pyramid of Giza and then getting shot in the face with a railgun.
Yeah. Especially taking here, when we start fighting the robot, and then as if this was a VHS tape, it goes all like tracking, and it's like it's all staticky. And I'm like, hey, I remember that. Kids these days don't know a thing about VHS.
Okay,
but
so
like
the next thing it had was him, the protagonist dangling from a helicopter while the robot is on top of a helicopter and they're shooting at each other.
And there's no transition. You're like, what happened? I don't even know. But it's like,
and then more tracking, and they're fighting each other on top of a crane.
Like an industrial crane.
Okay, and then more tracking, and this is where we paused because right now he's flying through space and is about to hit the Hubble Space Telescope.
Yeah. We got 7 minutes of review out of less than 3 minutes of movie so far.
This is great. I love this movie.
Gosh.
If this turns out to just be some movie some kid is watching, I will be very disappointed, but, you know, I will always have this.
Yeah.
You know, this is almost like what Ruby wants to be, desperately, when it's not trying to fill it with plot.
I mean, sometimes the plot is good in Ruby, the first season at least.
Yeah.
Had some interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, no, this is the real pure essence of the action movie.
Yes, this is what...
With a subtle but very profound dose of comedy.
It's just so ridiculously over the top. You forget that this is utterly balls to the wall stupid, because it's balls to the wall awesome.
Yeah, unashamed. All right, I got
the best part about this so far is it has not even once winked at the camera and said, "Yeah, we know this is silly." They haven't tried to lampshade anything. They haven't tried to mock anything.
Well, I mean,
this is just
it's a different kind of mockery. Maybe it's just
okay,
like,
but like they're playing it as serious within the drama. They aren't going.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't this completely stupid?
Yeah, no, nobody has said that yet.
This
They're dead serious.
I'm in love.
Yeah. There we go.
This is the second best piece of fiction I've ever seen, after Babylon 5, of course. Well, because Babylon 5, praise be to Straczynski. Praise be to Straczynski. Yeah, we're continuing and hoping to get more than a minute. Oh my god, this is great.
Bye. Hello.
Hi, 420. Blaze! Okay, 420 here. Oh my god. Okay, so the guy is explaining his backstory after headshotting the robot after punching him in front of the moon.
And then it explodes behind him. He doesn't even turn. It just goes behind him.
Because cool guys don't look at explosions.
No, but I mean is like, he was looking at the robot in the previous shot, and we don't see him turn to walk away from the robot. It's like, we're not even going to bother with the transition. Explosion!
This is Axe Cop the movie.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's also
okay.
Danger-esque on steroids.
Yeah, it's... Okay, so then he's explaining his backstory. He's a cop. He got his powers by... He was chasing a kung fu master.
Every line is a cliche. Me and my partner. We're chasing this kung fu master. What? And then they just put handcuffs on him, and the guy just says, "You could have killed us with that crazy stunt." But there was no crazy stunt at all. But, you know, the guy always has to say that, and the main character's voice is 100% smoky. There's just nothing but smoke in it.
Yeah, okay. So he says, I'm glad you're my partner. I learned from the best. You're like a father to me. They're doing this. They are doing this. And I'm glad you're my partner. We're like bros, kind of. Except he didn't say that, but
Yeah.
you know, I actually have to clarify what he doesn't actually say, because I normally try to put ad-lib some stupid or insane cliche lines into things he's saying, like Twilight Sparkle. There's only one way to defeat Nightmare Moon. Guns! If I say that, you know that I'm lying, because obviously she wouldn't use guns. Mm-hmm. The lack of thumbs and guns.
Lack of guns.
Yeah, okay.
Hard to use guns without guns.
Yeah, but every line is just so ridiculously insane. And then the partner is cut in half top ways. Like, you expect him to be cut in half, like, so his torso falls off or his head falls off. No. Like, his front separates from his back because the Kung Fu Master pulls out a sword and it's got blood on it. He said, as I prepared to pull the trigger, I was struck by lightning.
And he is granted visions of a form of Kung Fu from Shaolin temples in China. And you see a Kung Fu master writing something on a scroll, and it turns out it's the words Kung Fury in English.
Yep.
There are not words in any language.
Oh my gosh. Only 4 minutes into this. Alright, we'll catch up with you soon. Ever. You know, we said to ourselves, we'll hit the 10-minute mark.
Literally 8 seconds later, we're at the 7-minute mark, and we said, no. So, it turns out that the Kung Fu master that killed his partner looks like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder, and says in bad Asian talk-speak words, except not language, just, you know, the stereotypical, oh, Godzilla! That type of words. You're the chosen ones. Chosen One.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's... The Chosen Ones is a song I've been listening to recently. It's pretty good. You should listen to it.
All right.
But okay, so he gives the worst knock knock joke I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my God.
Knock knock, who's there? Knock. Ulls. And then punches him into the air, and then drop kicks him into a gas tanker truck. Then the most 80s title crawl you've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, so 80s.
Turns out the main protagonist has a name now. His name is Kung Fury.
He apparently never had a name previous to that.
Okay, so now he's in the mayor's the police commissioner's office, and he's giving him every single "you're a loose cannon" speech ever made in a movie.
Oh my god! How many of these speeches have there been made? Yeah.
He just assigned.
Follow the rules. You need to destroy. You destroyed a city block. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
We're assigning you a partner. And here's where we stopped, because his partner is Triceracop. It is a man with a Triceratops head for a head.
And they revealed it with the worst camera movement ever.
Like, there is no way they could not have seen him. Like, I wonder why this guy is in here with me. In fact, we saw the room earlier. We didn't hear the door open.
Nope.
There is no way to explain this other than Triceracop apparently has the power to edit himself into a movie.
This is... Okay, we'll try to make it to 15. Can we do that?
I don't know.
We made it 4 minutes.
Yeah.
No, sorry, 3 minutes. That was a record for us in this movie. Just Jesus Christ.
We'll be back.
Kung Fury just quit the police force because he'd rather work alone than work with Triceracop.
We're at 8:12 now. 8:12.
Okay.
And the first thing that happened after we said play again was Triceracop has this British-ish accent. And we were like, well, that's weird, but okay, we'll keep playing.
Hey, look, I'm writing a fan fiction that has Garrus Vakarian in love with a velociraptor.
Yeah.
I can accept dinosaurs being insane. And then we switch to the waterfront, where Adolf Hitler mugs a guy for his 80s cell phone, and then starts shooting up police headquarters by firing his gun into the phone.
He calls the chief, and he's like, Chief here, is this the police? Yes. And then he shoots into the phone.
No, he says something else.
Oh.
Is this the police? Yeah. Fuck you!
Oh, yeah.
He starts shooting into the mouth.
He shoots the phone, and the guy dies, And you think that's as far as they're gonna go. But then he keeps shooting the phone, and like everyone in the building gets shot one way or the other.
Okay, the phone is hovering in midair so it can fire these bullets. Okay. So Kung Fury just walked back in and shot the phone.
And Adolf Hitler's got this great expression, doesn't he?
He's just like
this smarmy kind of evil.
He's got this expression on his face like, I did something naughty. That is an expression of some guy who knows he's doing something evil. Like someone who's playing a prank.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it was I who released that bucket of centipedes into the girls' locker room.
No.
Okay.
I'm just imagining every villain ever when they were young. Oh, centipedes!
Yeah, okay. We're gonna desperately try to get further.
Here we go.
Because currently we're at we've been talking for twice as long as the film's been on.
Here we go.
To kill me. This movie is going to kill me with awesome. Okay, so what happened last? I can't remember what insane thing happened last.
Well, everyone got shot by the phone.
All right. So they introduced a new character who is very clearly being played by an actor who was in the previous scene, but is a different character now named Hacker Man, who can hack time with the Power Glove using Technobabble. So he accidentally sent Kung Fury back in time because Adolf Hitler exists in Nazi Germany. So he wants to go back in time to kill Hitler, but Hacker Man sent him too far back to the Viking Age, where he's immediately attacked by a laser raptor. Because... Fortunately, the laser raptor is defeated by Barbariana, who is a woman in skimpy Viking armor who has a Gatling gun. And, what's the other one's name?
The other one. Wait.
Katana.
Katana, yeah.
Katana, who
wields an Uzi for no reason.
Wields an Uzi and has cleavage for miles. Who rides on a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, Barbariana rides a direwolf, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So Katana, who is not Japanese in any way, summons Thor to help Kung Fury get to Nazi Germany. And Thor goes on about how awesome his pecs are. And then he opens up a portal through time for Kung Fury. And Kung Fury just went into an infomercial about the wonders of cell phones.
Everything 80s ever.
I want to see Triceracop again.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I'll show up. They'd be like, I followed you.
I need a cigarette. This...
Oh, boy.
Jesus Christ. We actually made it to 16 minutes and 15 seconds. We're over halfway done. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to see how long we can make it. Oh my god.
We made it to the end, folks.
This
is so overwhelming. It's a good thing it's only 30 minutes long, actually, because your brain would melt eventually.
Yeah, this would actually...
It was almost getting to the level of it was so over the top it was getting boring again.
Yeah.
Okay, so where did we last? Okay, there was Kung Fury was doing an advertisement for a cell phone.
Right.
So then he went to Nazi Germany in this cave where apparently every Nazi is, and all Nazis wear Nazi uniforms and gas masks, and there's approximately 8.2 billion of them.
Yeah, it was a big crowd.
So yeah, Kung Fury fights his way through them in a style of a side-scrolling arcade beat-em-up until Hitler decides to turn the podium he was speaking at into a Gatling gun and shoots Kung Fury.
Who promptly dies.
Yeah, that's actually kind of shocking.
Yeah. But not forever.
Then Thor shows up again, and he brings back all the minor characters of this movie. Hacker Man hacks the world so that he is now a giant robot with a laser gun that looks like the particle cannon from XCOM Enemy Within. The T-Rex from earlier comes back, as does Barbariana and Katana. And they all start kicking Nazi ass. And they're getting ready to kill Hitler until this giant eagle that he was making a speech behind turns out to be a robot and attacks the T-Rex. Oh, and Triceracop comes back very briefly.
He shoots a lot of people.
In the dick. Shoots a lot of people in the dick. Don't.
I was trying to skip over it, but okay.
And once all the Nazis are dead, I repeat, all the Nazis are dead. They say, oh no, Kung Fury is dead. He's actually dead. He goes to heaven, which is an 80s style cartoon. Only misstep of the movie is that Cobra, no, not Cobra Commander, a Cobra who is sitting on a jet hoverboard. Jet ski hover flying thing. Kung Fury says, this is heaven, but it looks so real. The snake looks at the camera and says, yeah. Come on, man. You were so close to being absolutely perfect in your over-the-top silliness. You don't... When you're trying to go for over-the-top, you don't look at the camera and you don't wink. That's the thing you have to do. You have to play it totally straight or...
I'm sure some people thought that was hilarious, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of broke it a little bit for me. Then Hackerman deleted the bullet wounds to his body.
Or something. I didn't even hear that line.
And then Hackerman got up and Hitler tried to give the stereotypical "we can rule together" speech. It really goes kind of lamely.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I guess they were trying to subvert your expectations there. He was a dweeb about it. Hey, no, we could join up forces, whatever, instead of like, join me and we will rule the galaxy.
Yeah.
You know.
So then Kung Fury punches Hitler in the nuts, and Thor goes to smash Hitler, but the bird gets up and grabs Hitler, and they're smooshed.
Yeah, you got the impression that they were dead, and
then
cool.
Triceracop announces his love for Kung Fury. And then they go back to the future where they have this weird scene where his car has a David Hasselhoff AI, and they're going to fight. He's going to fight the robot again from the beginning of the movie, except it's different because they realize this thing had a Nazi sticker on it. Mm-hmm. And it turns out that Hitler traveled forward in time using the bird, and Hitler's in the future now. So the only way any of this makes, and I use the term loosely, sense, is if they went back in time and provoked Hitler, and that's why Hitler decided to shoot up the place.
Except the original Hitler who showed up without a bird. Remember, we saw them. You saw him show up the first time.
So maybe he changed something in the past? I don't know.
Well, basically, it's just, aha, the villain's still alive. Maybe we'll come back for the sequel. The end. That's it. That's all. Yeah, that's the whole point.
That's the movie.
Yep.
That's the entire movie.
Yep.
Oh my god.
The sort of craziness that can only be made on Kickstarter. I presume it was Kickstarter.
It was. It said this movie was funded entirely by Kickstarter.
Alright. They definitely did what they set out to do.
They made a movie so glorious, so over the top, so 80s. You can't help but be in awe.
Man.
This movie is just... It won't win any awards ever, but...
It's got a special niche prize all to itself.
It knows what it wants to be.
You won the Kung Fury Award, Kung Fury.
This is a movie that, honestly, I can't mock at all.
I know. We're running out of material here.
It does everything perfectly, except for that one scene. But
even that's not something you would mock by, say, exaggerating it. Like, you were talking about this while the microphone was off. You're like, oh, and then maybe, like, an army of old people will come up and beat the Nazis. Oh, wait, that might actually happen. Like, we can't make up anything anymore.
This is Axe Cop the movie.
Yeah.
There's nothing to say.
Yeah.
watch this movie. Oh my god, it's
and then have something else, something more sane lined up to watch afterwards.
You know, like
cleanse the palate.
Something more sane like Snowflame or that anime we watched with Messenger or whatever.
Oh, that was confusing. Yeah, I stopped that after.
Yeah, or something more
sane. The Kite Liberator, and I was gonna be like, the Kite Liberator. I bet that's something to do with personal freedom, and it's kind of a laid-back show. And then it was in space for some reason and very serious.
And then we read the description. Oh, it's about a little girl who's also a master assassin.
Yeah, no.
Oh, why did we pick this again?
No. Yeah, Netflix, we need some different animes.
You should watch something that makes more sense, like End of Evangelion or Gurren Lagann.
Gurren Lagann always ranks up there. Yeah.
Or, I don't know, something that makes more sense. Crud, my brain is fried right now. I literally, my brain is fried. This is the anti-Equestria Girls. Where that made me pissed off, this makes me feel like I'm coming down from an acid trip.
I cannot verify what that's like, but I hear it does feel rather crazy.
But you can confirm that this is pretty much the exact opposite in every conceivable way from Equestria Girls.
Oh yeah, no, there's not. I can't think of much overlap between these two shows.
This. Fuck.
Yeah. Wow. Pure crazy.
The only thing it was missing was an alien invasion and zombies.
Yeah.
The only things.
Yeah. Well, sequel. Though, you have to, get a padded helmet or something before you watch the sequel. Too much craziness, man.
Oh, my. Wow. Just wow.
Are we done?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm Sith King.
And I'm Sonic Sons.
We're signing off.